My flow, OMG. My click, OMG. My spit, OMG. My chick, OMG. Her ass, OMG. This trash, OMG. You better get with the program, cause I don't fear no man, especially not you, fam. You softer than a slow jam. Come on, bro, hand, you know that I'm a Colts fan, and I get respect.
Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. This your boy EK in the building. And of course, I got my boy Eli in the house. What's up, Eli?
What's happening, EK? How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing much better, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But we got a special guest today, man. We got the Fin Out of Water podcast. What's up, boys?
What's going on, man? What it is?
What it do, y'all?
Eli, what's happening?
Let's do it.
Let's take it back to the South. What's happening? What's going on, y'all, boys?
That's right. That's right. Up? I got Rodman. What's up, Rodman?
What's going on, player?
And then, of course, go ahead. Who? Give me a little synopsis about you, man. Go ahead.
Listen, y'all. All right, y'all. This is Rod, man, in the building. And listen, man, y'all see this hat? And I know it's taboo. The Dolphins are not good. They're not good, but
definitely not.
Here I am, man. But hey, listen, I'm happy to be here, man. Me and her been doing this really for years. We just hopped on YouTube just a couple of years ago. And I'm happy to be here with y'all boys, man. Super excited, man.
Appreciate you. Herb, what's up, man? What's going on with you?
What is going on, EK? What's going on? Eli, what's going on? Pill, what's going on, man? So it is your homeboy, B. Herbo from the Fin Out of Water Football Podcast on YouTube and Facebook Live. First things first, I want to say I appreciate the opportunity to be on this platform, that you guys are gracious enough to share this with us and our little platform, bro. It is truly amazing when people of culture get together to talk about sports, bro. So shout out to y'all first and foremost, man. I really appreciate it. When Pill hit us up, bro, 2 seconds, I was like, I'm with it, bro. And I absolutely already see that it's gonna be a great collaboration. So let's get.
I'm loving it too. I can feel the energy and stuff. It's make me want to break dance and stuff like Mike.
I will say this though. I just realized something. Rod, y'all supposed to be beefing. Y'all remember y'all used to be in the same division quite some time ago. You feel me? And the Dolphins and the Colts, like, what's up? I don't want no. You feel me? Like,
hey, but let me say this, Herbie. You know what? I would say that's beef, but after the ass whooping they gave us to start the season, he got it. He got it.
Hey, we're united over being terrible right now. It's all right.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah. So y'all got questions for us, but we definitely got questions for y'all.
Oh man, I can already hear. Go ahead. What's your first question?
No, let's get the questions for us, and then we'll get the questions for y'all. Because the questions that I want to have for y'all is basically the topsy-turvy, the wave of emotions that you guys had to go through this season when you had Daniel Jones looking like an MVP candidate, to Daniel Jones busting his dang Achilles, to now y'all got Phillip Rivers. Like,
let's get into it then.
All right,
let's get into it. The Colts collapse, man. Like, what's y'all take on it? How do y'all feel about it? Which one goes first?
Rod, go ahead, man. You the floor is yours, bro.
So listen, man, when it comes to the Colts, bro, and like earlier in the season, when we were talking about the Colts, I was saying even midway through the season that they were like, the Colts were a feel-good story. Yeah. This was a team that coming into the season, outside of, guys like you, the fans, I don't think too many people had expectations for the Colts, right? Given what the Jags have, given what the Texans have done the past few years, all this stuff, the Colts were not expected to be in the race, to be contending. And lo and behold, you guys were historically one of the best offenses through the first 8-9 weeks of the season.
Of all time.
Of all time, like one of the greatest. I'm talking, you guys scored like 30 points in 7 out of your first 9 games, which no team had ever done before. And you guys,
Jonathan Taylor.
Manning, huh?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Listen.
We spoke about him being the MVP because when everybody was talking about Drake May and Stafford, Jonathan Taylor, at least for the first 3 quarters of the season, was the best player in football. But unfortunately for y'all, injuries happen. And, there was a little bit of a crack in the armor, so to speak, when you look at how kind of teams started maybe kind of figuring out how to defend Daniel Jones in your offense. But when you, given the offensive line you guys have, given Jonathan Taylor and given Shane Steichen, who I got to give props to, because he even has Phillip Rivers looking good on offense, a guy who literally just hopped off his couch a couple weeks ago. Like, Phillip Rivers hopped off. I was watching some of that. I was watching the Monday night game last night, but I'm watching Phillip Rivers. I'm going, well, damn. Like, I would take him off the floor right now. Real talk.
Yeah, which is crazy. Which is crazy.
It's unfortunate, man. But I will say this to you as Colts fans: the future is bright, because the number one thing that you could, outside of having a great quarterback, is having a coach with direction, a vision, and a guy who's actually great at his side of the ball.
No.
Okay,
no.
You see, I was just about to ask.
I can't let you do it no more. I can't.
This is the best part. This is the best part of meeting other fans.
I can't let you do it.
The inspector's eye.
Because
that coach, he is a terrible, and I mean terrible, play caller. My thing,
100% he gets fired.
I've been stressing this, and Eli, he knows this because we talk about this a lot. He does not give Jonathan Taylor the ball when it's like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6. I mean, you want to give it to Daniel Jones? Go ahead, Eli. I can't even.
Oh, that's yeah. This is
I can't.
Tough, I'm gonna just let it out, EK.
I'm gonna start what I gotta say with saying y'all can cut me off at any point in time because I've been pissed about this for a little while. Obviously, I'm a biased Colts fan, but my whole thing is this, and we kind of had a little bit of a fallout a little bit in the group chat last night over it. But the Colts were doing what they were supposed to do. If you go back and look at our schedule, we weren't beating anybody. We were doing what we were supposed to do against teams that are well below average. We were putting up good numbers against teams that were well below average. If we ran up those kind of stats and numbers throughout the season, and at the end of the season we're talking about it, that's a whole different thing. But we weren't. When the real teams come along, when the Rams come along, when the Chiefs come along, when the Texans come along, we lose. We choked. We just weren't the team that we were supposed to be. And everybody's all on Daniel Jones nuts and this and that. And it's like, it's no different. He's not doing anything spectacular. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. He's feeding arguably one of the best running backs in the league. And that was making his job 10 times easier. This whole collapse for me is just so disheartening as a football fan. It's like Indiana fandom is like one of the hardest things to live with. We had the Pacers that could have easily won the finals if Tyrese hadn't went down. Now we got the Colts who look good for the first 8 games and then they just choke out. And now, local news and stuff is still talking about how we've got a chance to get in, but it's like, let's just cut the shit, move on to next year and build the team. I just sent it in our group chat. Carly, one of the team owners, she just put out a post. Somebody's getting fired, man. I think that what they need to do is just clean house. They need to
Who's getting fired? Who's getting fired?
Oh, I bet you Steichen's gone. If you ask me, Steichen.
Nah. Look, guys, all right. Eli, EK, you guys sound like some spoiled ass fans. I got like talk to Dolphin fans about what coach needs to be fired. Like, guys,
I think
what are we talking about?
I think he's gone too.
Like, guys, what
gone too?
We're not about to have a mediocre off. I'm not trying to have a mediocre off right now. But guys, we gotta have some type of perspective. There has to be some type of context and some type of perspective, right? Like EK's perspective. At the end of the day, you traded for a cornerback. He got hurt. Shane Steichen gave the best version of Daniel Jones we've ever seen. Shane Steichen got the best of the corpse of Joe Flacco, right? Like, there's every Dolphin fan in South Florida would happily take Shane Steichen. Right now, granted, y'all have a different relationship with him than we do.
Hey, listen,
Go ahead.
I will gift wrap him for Christmas, and I'll send him to you. I'll send them to you.
You want to do a cold swap? We'll give you Mike
Y'all
McDaniel.
do a
Yeah.
swap.
Hey, you know
We
what?
can do a verse
You know
for a
what?
verse.
Actually, I would.
No, it's a verse for a
Give me
verse.
Mike McDaniels. Give me that slow Gomer Pyle talking. Yes, coach. Give me. Yes. Because you know one thing he will do, he will use Jonathan Taylor much better like he used Achane. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I know that for sure. So yes.
But you know
Give me
what?
Mike
I won't.
McDaniel. Yeah, come on, Mike.
I can't let Mike McDaniel get that much credit because the only reason Achane's even getting the usage he has is because one, Tyreek got hurt, and two has been sucking. So
Yeah.
prior
You
to
forced
that,
the
Achane wasn't, even when Achane was the lead back last year, he wasn't getting a ton of attention. What Mike McDaniel
Right.
wanted to do was just throw to Tyreek. That's it.
That's
But
it.
the Colts, they don't
Trent.
have a number one wide receiver, so why not
True.
give it to Jonathan Taylor?
True that.
Okay, so this is always the best thing about when different fandoms collide or have some type of interaction, because you realize we all think the same. That's hilarious. Y'all hate y'all coach, we hate our coach. Y'all hate y'all team, we hate our team. Like, no wonder we clicked up so quick, bro. Like,
It's the coach for me, though. It's the coach.
Okay,
Fourth
always.
down, fourth quarter. I mean, you shouldn't give your running back 8 touches in the fourth quarter. He should have way more than that.
Especially if the
Okay,
game
but
is
let
close.
me ask you this.
Especially if the game is close.
What about the balance, right? Like, it's always a fine line between what you want to do versus what you think you have to do, right? Because if you're just giving Jonathan Taylor the ball all the time, smashing, and it's not always 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a pop, at some point in time, you do have to switch it up. Now, again,
Right.
I don't watch the Colts like y'all do, right? So this is completely from an outside perspective, right? Like, I only watch the Colts when it's a primetime game, so I really don't know. I'm just asking that question to ask it. So what is your rebuttal to what I just asked, EK or Eli, whoever wants to take the rebuttal?
Go ahead, Eli. You first. Go ahead, Eli.
So I wouldn't necessarily relate it to just the fourth quarter. I think it's just in the game flow of things. It's like, and I can't pinpoint an exact game specifically, but there's been plenty of times where Taylor was cooking and then all of a sudden Shane goes away from him for a while. I totally agree with you. If you just keep pounding and pounding and pounding, eventually these guys are all NFL players. They're going to be able to stop the play, stop the run, and it's just going to stop working. So you got to acclimate to that and go to the pass. But what Steichen does is he tries all this fancy bullshit when it's like you should play the numbers, play the strategy. There's a few games this season where we were well in position to get at least a field goal, and I get believing in the team, but he wants the hand off, and then the play breaks down, and we turn the ball over or some dumb shit. I don't like Steichen, but it's really my biggest problem with the Colts is the behind the scenes of everything. And I've said this for a couple of years now. It's the strength and conditioning of our team. It's the development of players. Like, I'm one of those outsiders that still likes AR as a quarterback. I think he's got a lot of potential if he could be on or with an organization that could develop him. That's where the Colts show their downfall the most to me is they'll call a guy, like we've already said, 5 years retired on his couch instead of working to develop a player that, in my opinion, gives us a lot better opportunity. They don't develop for shit. Their strength and conditioning team coaches don't do anything. You've got pivotal players every year getting hurt, and that's a bad sign if you ask me.
EK?
Well, I know this. I'm not gonna sit here and say that we're gonna be able to pound. Of course, sneak a little play action in there, do plays that'll help Daniel Jones, out better to where when he's out rolling, He can hit somebody in the tight end. He hit, Pittman here, maybe Downs coming across the middle, but don't just have him pass, and then just throw a little run, in the plays. No, we gotta establish an identity, and I believe that if Jonathan Taylor is the number one running back right now as far as rushing yards, why wouldn't be running back heavy and then throw a little play action in there? That'll definitely help Daniel Jones. That's what I feel.
Okay, so I want to follow up with something that Eli mentioned, and it was in regards to AR-15. So me and Rod, we have been at times critical of Anthony Richardson, going back to, I want to say like 2 years ago or whenever he got drafted. And I have always made the point. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a nickname for him. I call him 50 Cent, bro, because he only completes 50% of his passes. So I call him 50 Cent, right?
That boy, hey man, he legit put some basketball stats, bro.
He be having some basketball stats like 3 for 16. I'm like, yo, is that old watch Klay Thompson, or is that a quarterback? What
AR shooting a three?
Man, I was just about to say that. Hey, great minds think alike over there.
Right, but I will have to say, based off of what I'm watching in regards to Sam Darnold, in regards to Bryce Young, in regards to all of these guys who have found different homes and have become a version of the person that they were supposed to be, I can't say that you should give up on AR. However, it's hard when the guy is always hurt. Who breaks their face with a stretch band? Like, I've never heard that. Like, who does that? Right? Like, sometimes you can't develop a guy because he's just not available. How can you develop somebody that can't throw a pass because he's still not cleared to even practice? He is. Oh, he is, but I thought he wasn't truly clear because he said he still has some fracture with the orbital bone, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it?
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. He's cleared for activities, but they held him out of Monday just because they said his vision was a little off still. But he is cleared for football activities. And the thing, and that's the other like narrative that gets painted about him is a lot of media driven stuff. And all due respect, but it's like you can't predict. Okay, his other injuries maybe are issues, and that's what I tie into the strength and conditioning side of things. But when something literally breaks off of the facility wall, there's nothing he can do about that. Like that, I hate the media narrative that gets painted about that because the equipment literally snapped off of the wall. It wasn't just the band and he was sweaty and it snapped. It snapped off of the wall and damn near broke his eye.
Okay, can I offer a rebuttal to what you're saying though?
Absolutely.
Who else did it happen to in the facility? Sometimes you are just not lucky as a person.
No, I agree. Bad luck. Yeah.
Like sometimes you're just not lucky.
He definitely ain't.
And that's the shitty part about it because it's not his fault 100%. But we've seen this with certain players where injuries just find a way to attract. Like it's like, what do they say? The law of attraction. Anthony Richardson's law of attraction is getting injured, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the universe says, "Hey, nigga, we got something for you. Broke your over the bone. Oh, you want a concussion? Hear that? Have that. Oh, you want to come back again? Here's another concussion. It just happens, right? Like it's unfortunate. It sucks. It absolutely sucks because we have a video. It's probably one of our most viral video. It has like 100,000 views on our Instagram when we're talking about the throw that he made. I forgot, was it against the Falcons? Whoever, when 60 yards on a rope, literally about to slip throw. I've never seen that throw before. I can't quit a guy that can do that. It was the Texans. I'm sorry. I can't quit that. I can't quit that. You're 6'4", you're 245, and you ran a 4.4. I can't quit that. But
right,
you're always hurt. And the worst part about it, when somebody is that talented, you don't want to give up on that person, right? You don't want to have that sunken cost. You don't want to say, yes, we don't want to feel like we wasted a 4th overall pick on somebody that ultimately won't be great for us. But sometimes because he's in that environment, it will never work. And sometimes you have to eat seeing him be better somewhere else. Sam Darnold was never going to be this version of Sam Darnold with the New York Jets. It wasn't going to happen. It was too much bad karma.
Right.
It was too much bad juju. It was grit. It's done. In Florida, we say something's grits. When we say something grits is done. I don't know if y'all say that in the nap town.
No,
you say what?
We eat grits though.
Yeah. Down here we say if it's grits, it's done. That thing is done. It was grits with Sam Darnold in New York. It was grits with Sam Darnold in Carolina. It shouldn't have been grits now in hindsight with the Minnesota Vikings, but that's how it happens.
Right.
I don't know if Anthony Richardson could be the quarterback that he has the potential to be with the Indianapolis Colts, as much as that sucks to say. But God damn it, I know y'all gonna be mad as hell if he goes 13-1.
I'm on the fence. I know he got the talent. He definitely has the talent. He just got to get the neck up. Once he get the neck up together, then yeah, we're gonna see big things from him. But until then, he definitely has to mature to become a better quarterback.
But see, that's my thing to tie in with that too. Is like they highlighted this quarterback battle this offseason between him and Daniel Jones, and regardless of what people think, he did show those improvements during the preseason and whatever. That might be just against like third stringers or whatnot. But EK and I even spoke about this quite a bit on our preseason shows. Daniel Jones came in and it wasn't a battle. It was Daniel Jones was already starting. They're not going to pay somebody $14 million to come in and not play. He showed improvements, and even Phillip Rivers himself was like, hey, you've got something here. He was, talking about how skilled he is. I think it's like you said. I think, unfortunately, he's going to be one of those guys that goes somewhere else and shines all over us and is like, hey, this is what you guys missed. The Colts are just lazy. They don't like to develop a player. We're the same team that traded away Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, even Andrew Luck was like, man, I can't no more.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That's a lot to have on y'all jacket, man. That's a lot to have. Y'all traded Peyton Manning and then
that is rough.
My touchdown.
And we're gonna leave it on that one.
Fair enough.
We're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there.
Fair enough.
Sharon Moore.
Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. That's what y'all call Sharon. Yeah, and listen. Hey, I know y'all got videos out there. Y'all got some that y'all told me that y'all ain't put out yet. Man, let's speak on this. What's going on with Sharon Moore? What's going on with him?
Well, go ahead. What do you want to discuss? Because obviously the story has been, you feel me, especially 2 weeks ago, it was at its peak, and there's a lot to the story. There's a bunch of different layers. But what specifically about the story did you find the most interesting? And then we could go in that direction.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Some of my viewers, because like I said, we're mostly NFL and we really don't talk too much college, but sometimes I will throw a little sports story, but this one is new because we haven't really touched on it. But I want you to give the breakdown, just a quick breakdown of what happened, and then you can go into the layers.
Okay, absolutely. So, and well, this is the same thing with us, right? Like me and Rod on the Fin Out of Water Football Podcast, we 99% of our topics are NFL, right? But every now and then something breaks that mold, and that's why we end up having that conversation on our podcast. And anybody who wants to see what we had to say, it's on our YouTube channel. You'll see it. You'll see Sharon Moore's very, very pathetic face in one of our thumbnails.
I'll kill me with
so. But no, so basically what happened, shameful downfall. But basically what happened is Sharon Moore was the head coach of Michigan, which is a college football program, one of the premier college football programs in all of America. And he had you can say inappropriate relationship with his assistant that he appointed to be his assistant. He made it was a staffer that he promoted. And the wheels just fell off, right? Basically, what happened is that the woman that he was involved with broke up with Sharon Moore, and you feel me, he couldn't handle it, right? And because he couldn't control his emotions, because he couldn't handle rejection, a woman breaking up with him that he had no business being with, because he's married with 3 children, by the way, that led to him kicking her door down, threatening to commit suicide, and using butter knives.
That
was the crazy part to me.
Damn. Damn.
That was the craziest part to me with the butter knife. The crazy part to me, right?
The butter knife. So
like you can't really kill yourself with a butter. You can try, but it's gonna be
the
hard.
funniest thing. And I wish I thought of this, but I always give credit to where I heard something funny or interesting. This was from the Joe Budden podcast because they talked about it, and Joe Budden himself was like, "Come on, man." That's what you do when you know you're not about to commit suicide, man. You got to get the wackest shit ever, man. You got to get the butter knife. You got to get the butter knife. You got to make it look real, even though it ain't real, which is hilarious, right?
He was definitely trying to manipulate her for real.
Man wasn't killing himself. Don't got the bro.
Yeah.
I can't cut myself with a butter knife, bro. What was you doing, fam? Like, what you doing? But yeah, that's basically the breakdown. Obviously he did get arrested. He was charged with 3 felonies. I want to say assault and a couple of things, but the layers to it though, and something that we explored on our podcast was the racial side of it, right? Like, people want to say, why do we always talk about race? You can't not talk about race, right? Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a black man. There are white people. There's Hispanic people. There's Asian people. Race plays a part in everything. Race played a crucial part in regards to this story. And what I said on the podcast was, when you, as a high figure black man, and you choose to have an interracial relationship, which is perfectly within your right. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want this to come across like I'm downing interracial. I'm not Dr. Umar, guys. That's not my bag. You feel me? That ain't my bag. But there is something that comes with it. There is a different set of rules and expectations that come along with it. Because if you are in a high position and you have some type of notoriety and you have some type of fame and you have a lot of money, when a white woman is involved in your downfall, it is completely different than if you were a black woman to be involved in your downfall. Because now we have the critical race theory aspect of it. Now we have the quote unquote self-hating black man aspect of it. Now we have the racial divide of 100 years of tension between black people and white people involved in it. And it's always going to turn out ugly every single time. It's always going to turn out ugly, especially if you're a black man. If you're a black woman, you will have a safe space. Black men are not getting no safe space if a Becky fucked your life up. It ain't happening. Because black people are not trying to bring you back. Like, bro, no, stay over there with your white girl. That's gonna be the attitude and the temperature. And then there's gonna be white people who don't want nothing to do with you because they don't like you dating their women. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hilarious because Eli's in the box. No disrespect. I know you mad cool. This does not apply to you, Eli. This don't apply to you, Eli.
No, I don't care.
But there's a lot of people who do not want to see you
That's
dating
cool,
their women. You feel me? Nah. So there's a lot of white men who don't want to see you dating their women. That's their prize. That's something that they value. When you, as a black man, touch a white woman to people who don't really like that, you soiled a white woman to them by doing that. So you never coming back to them either. So where does that leave you? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do the Jonathan Majors route, which is try to get a very popular black woman to redo your image. And that shit ain't even work.
Damn. You said Jonathan Majors, huh? He said, damn.
Nah, you saw what Jonathan Majors did. Jonathan Majors historically has always been with white women. Shit hit the fan. What he do? He went to try to get the hood favorite black queen, Megan Good.
Couldn't save him.
Couldn't even save him. Career
Nope.
still done. Still
Nope.
bricks because you don't have a home to come back to. People are always going to remember who you actually chose when you were up. So for Sharon Moore, you're done. He will never coach again. He will never be in a position of power again. And his lasting image and his lasting legacy is him in the 12x12 box. They had him in the white padded cell, dog. That's where they put the Lucas and the Cocos.
Yeah.
Baker active.
So he probably was like, damn. I know he was like, damn, I just fucked everything.
How did I get here? If you look at his face and you feel me, like, I'm not trying to blow his spot up, but if you go and you look at that picture, that is a man who's literally thinking to himself, how the fuck did I get here?
And you know what's funny? When we were talking about it on the pod, that was more of my stance on it. Like Herbie attacked the racial side. My whole point of it was like you were someone who achieved something that, like, how popular for people who know college football, how popular is Michigan? Michigan is one of the most prestigious programs in college football, and you as a black man got that job, right? And that's not something that's happened often in their history, right?
And he was doing good too. He was getting in recruits too.
Yep.
Oh man!
Let me put this in, Rod. I want you to finish your point, but I want to put this as an antidote. This is how hard it is to get that job, especially from his position and where he was. You feel me? And the culture that he comes from, the background he comes from. Jim Harbaugh. I'm sorry. Yeah. Jim Harbaugh put it in his contract that Sharon Moore had to be the next head coach. Otherwise, you don't get me. So it wasn't like they wanted to give him the job anyway. Right. It was a part of Jim Harbaugh's contract that mandated it that you give it to this person.
Wow.
So that's another reason why it looks crazy. Because, dog, you got the ultimate, bro. You got the ultimate.
Wow.
Hey, homie. Ultimate homie alley-oop. I'm sure it happened because Jim obviously got the idea to do it. So it had to have happened before. I just never heard of that. So you got the ultimate alley-oop from somebody who's truly an ally in Jim Harbaugh. A white man said this person who is a black man has to be the head coach of one of the most prestigious college programs in football history. Michigan is a top 5 college program. If you're talking about prestige, historical relevance, everything. Jim Harbaugh did that for you. And that's how you repay him, dog? Nigga.
Hey, hold on. There's more layers to this story too, because remember the offensive coordinator too as well. He's in jail right now. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's different. That's just Michigan being Michigan. Boys will be boys. Am I right? Y'all stealing signs. Y'all out here doing some backhand under the table. Hey, Michigan was. Michigan be in the trenches, man. Jim Harbaugh was like, "Hey, let me find out Jim Harbaugh shooting dice out here." Michigan is the trenches, man. Listen, man. Y'all thought Alabama was out here running up. Nah, Michigan with the shits, man. Oh my God, man. But yeah, there's a lot of layers.
But you know what? I think that the craziest thing about it, and like the lesson that we learned from this, is that your life can change in a day, 2 days, completely flip. Think about this man was a $6 million man. He was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Being the coach of Michigan, he had his family. You had the kind of wealth that, you know what I'm saying, you could build and carry on for generations. And this is what you do, homie. Mm-hmm. This is how you go out. You go out breaking. You broke into the side piece's house, bro.
Side bitch house, man.
Them cookies was that good. Man, we said it on the pod, man. Listen, I don't want cookies that's that good, man.
I never want to touch nothing that good.
I don't want it if it's gonna get me out of character, bro.
Yeah, if that's a 20 out of 10, give me the 7 out of 10, bro. No.
Don't give me that 10 piece.
Good. If it's that good, I got it. I'm kicking the door down. Stay over there, baby. I don't need to feel that. I'm cool with what I felt before, bro. Like, you feel me? If as long as it's warm and got a little grip to it, bro. Whatever she had, I don't want it, man. Keep that thing away. Had dudes threatening to kill themselves with butter knives, man. She must have been doing all kinds of tricks on it, man. God damn, man.
Oh man,
God damn.
gentlemen. Herb, Robin, this is P right here. He's part of the Let You Know podcast family.
Hey, what's
P,
good,
what up?
bro?
How y'all doing tonight?
Chilling,
Man,
brother.
same old. Just talking, keeping it cool with the homies, man. What's going on with you, bro? Pleasure to meet you, fam.
Pleasure to meet you too. Can I get names real quick?
We got B Herbo, which is I'm B Herbo.
Rod,
Yep.
man, in the building. Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, nice. No, I just a little late because I wasn't prepared for the 9 p.m. start, which is my fault. So I'm just kind of catching up with y'all. Whatever y'all talking about, sounds like y'all talking about something
Well,
besides
we're gonna
football.
switch it up. We tired to talk about Sharon.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. Before we how did y'all come up with the name? Tell the viewers how did y'all come up with the name again.
Me?
Right, that's all you, player. Yeah. Right,
the
that's
name
all
of the
you,
podcast?
No, the name Sharon instead of Sharon.
That's what he prefers to go by. That ain't us.
That's him.
That's not us.
That's something.
That's his preference.
Whoa.
Yeah, listen, when we did the pod, after I did some more research, and then his preference is Sharon. Like, I think it was I could be wrong, but there was a press conference where people were asking how to pronounce his name because everybody was saying Sharon, obviously. Black man. I'm thinking Sharon. He was like, no, it's Sharon. Brother, that's letting me know everything I need to know about you, fam. Like, now everything makes sense. Your white wife makes sense. Your white side bitch makes sense, bro. Hey, bro, get how you live, fam. Get how you live, fam.
All right, now we gonna move on. So news and takeaway. So what I seen from last week, last Sunday, from football period, man. Football is back. You know, you could tell the hunger's back. You could tell the rivalries is back. I mean,
and the Colts are back to what they used to be.
Man. We had a whole discussion on that, my boy.
Yeah,
I missed it.
But you can speak on it, Pete. It's the news. It's the takeaway. What you feel from takeaway from this week? What you feel about the Colts? Go ahead and let it out, man. Go ahead.
Oh, it's real quick. I ain't mad about it. It's just the same shit that we've always been through. Quarterback gets hurt, season gets dumped. We talk about our defense getting, real good, topping the NFL. Injuries every year. Injuries, and nobody gets accountable for it. We still have a general manager that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. This is the only year that I can remember that Ballard has actually picked up free agents. He used to be totally against free agents and taking up, he'd call it other teams trash. I don't know. Makes you not want to watch the Colts, honestly.
Man, can I interject real quick?
Of course.
Man, it is truly therapeutic to hear somebody sound like my co-host, but that's not my co-host. The way we feel about the Dolphins is the way y'all feel about the Colts. This shit is funny as hell. Everything you said.
We're gonna get on the Cowboys. We
don't gotta talk about the Cowboys, man. That's my old hoe, man. We don't gotta talk about her. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I let her be free. Sometimes you gotta let the hoe outside, right? Like, just be free. You want to be a hoe? Be a hoe outside, man. Don't come in my house. Be a hoe in my house. You feel me? Like, just go be a hoe. I let that hoe go a long time ago, man. My heart is not with the dog with the Cowboys no more, brother. But no,
in this case, I'm still gonna try to get this hoe back next fall. So,
and you know what, bro? That's the sickening part about it. It's the most abusive relationship you will ever have in your life, but you can't say no. It's so toxic. You just keep coming back. I keep coming back for this. I keep coming back. Why, dog?
It's the parallels, though, and this is why it's crazy. The parallels, like down to you saying Ballard just likes picking up people's trash. That's what we say about Chris Greer. Chris Greer
no. What I was trying to say about Ballard is this is the first year that I can remember that he was actually active in the free agency pool, like going after players. Like for the last 10 years that Ballard's been here, it's draft. If the draft doesn't work out, we're going to deal with it and then draft more people next year. So I kind of agree. I think Carly Ursay's got her foot up his ass, with the bringing in a Sauce Gardner and Shavarius Ward and the draft picks we had this year. It's the same old shit, man. Halfway through the season, we got half a team.
Well, it sucks because I've just had to accept, especially with the last 2 seasons in general. Football is just the attrition sport now. Like the Super Bowl team is who's the healthiest. It's not necessarily who's the best, right? Like we're going to go into we're going to go into a season, a postseason that does not have Patrick Mahomes, that more than likely is not going to have Lamar Jackson, who got hurt again. We're going to see the Chargers without their left and right tackle. We're going to see so many flawed teams, and it's just going to be, hey, who can outlast who, right?
Yep.
Like, who can outlast who? And it kind of sucks because I don't actually see a world where it gets better, because the problem with football is that the NFL is always trying to toe the fine line, which is not pissing us off, which are the fans, by making the game too quote-unquote soft. But these dudes are 240 pounds running 4-3, running to each other, dog. This is just what it is.
Right. Yeah, they call it a car crash.
It's a car crash.
It is.
Like
30
they're getting
miles an hour.
bigger. Yeah, you're getting bigger, faster, and stronger, and they're running into each other in a bigger, faster, and stronger collision and type of. So it's kind of hard. Like it's unfortunate, but like, what if the Texans win the Super Bowl? First of all, yikes, yuck, ugh, I don't want to see that. But the defense that they have and the type of football that they play, they could go anywhere. Like, say they got to go on the road and they had to play outside. That's perfectly fine. They don't want to throw the ball anyway. They just want to hit you in the fucking mouth. But they have the roster, and for whatever reason, they've been able to be relatively healthy. The Jaguars have been able to be relatively healthy. The Broncos have been able to be relatively healthy. Those are the teams with the best records right now.
So do y'all anybody believe in the Jaguars then? Do anybody?
No, but again, it doesn't matter if everybody's hurt. And if my B is better than your C, then I gotta believe in you, because you got a C team right now. I got a B+ team. so trust me, this is the most wide open playoff I can remember, period. Like this
is a dominant team. There's
I think I'm gonna take the Pats this year, honestly. And I hate to say that.
Oh man, Rob, why would you do that to my man? Come on, man. We're guests, bro. We're just guests, man. That's how you coming, bro. Like, come
Eli too. Eli, like, nah. I want to hear that.
I don't want to hear it either, but they look like the best. I mean,
I don't think.
But yeah, like you said, Houston wouldn't surprise me at this point, honestly, just because they built this team around the defense. It's always been like that for the last 4 or 5 years. They've sucked on offense sometimes, but at this point in the season, with all the I kind of agree with that. There's no way they can't play.
To be honest, man, I think when you consider, I mean, look, I know some people might be iffy on like how they feel about Bo, but I mean, for the most part, Bo's been pretty good for most of the season. He's been clutch as hell. They have more comeback wins. I think they have like 7 comeback wins this season. And they have a defense that is on par with the Texans, that is on par with the Patriots.
I mean, look like that. This against the Jazz.
Listen, everybody has a listen, to make Trevor Lawrence look good is not something we want to see, but
we don't want to see that either, though. You know, we don't want to see Trevor Lawrence looking.
And Trevor wasn't even that good. He just had he was solid. Matter of fact, listen. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. I'm a Trevor Lawrence hater. I have Trevor Lawrence is overrated stocks, and I need them to cash. Like, they've been cashing. I've been eating for 2-3 years, and then this season happened, and my shit is in the fucking red. Right, he's killing me right now, but. As a person who watched that entire game with the Jaguars and the Broncos, Trevor Lawrence was really good, but the Broncos defense made it very easy, which is very out of character for them. Like, there was blown coverage.
Well, early in the game, those pass rushers were on his ass.
Yeah. And then people just what they did, and this is a note to what's the Jaguars head coach? I'm getting old. I can't remember. Liam Cohen. He kept doing was he kept putting Travis Etienne and had him just motioning from one side of the field to the other, and for whatever reason, that shit just caused confusion. They just spammed that. Yeah. So every time when the coverage was incredible, but they couldn't get home. There was somebody in the flat that was wide open because the guy that was supposed to be covering that side of the field just ran with Travis Etienne like, dog, cover your space. And they kept doing it. And then there would be a 5-yard, 8-yard comeback route. Riley Cooper, what Riley, the cornerback for the Broncos, white boy.
Oh, Riley Moss.
Riley Moss
Riley
is
Moss.
taking a bad angle, eats dirt, and somebody's running for 70 yards. So,
Right.
do I think the Broncos are going to be like that every single time? No. But now you can see a scenario where Broncos could go and lose a first-round playoff game if that version of the Broncos shows up. So, again, it's wide open, man. It's going to be wide open. But nah, bro, I'm with y'all. I don't want to see no goddamn Jaguars. If Trevor Lawrence won the Super Bowl, bro, Rod, I love you, bro. The podcast's done, bro. I can't show my face no more, bro. As much shit I've been talking about that, man, I'm done, bro. The podcast over with, bro.
You said too much, my boy. You said too much.
Wait, okay, so we gotta move along. Let's just a tad, but we're gonna move on.
Go ahead.
So Shador, I want to get y'all assessment on right now how y'all feel about Shador. I mean, you know, I got my favorite Shador lovers here, you know, so I ain't got my watch on right now. I can't do it for Eli, but I'm gonna still put the polls up for you.
All right,
put the polls up for you.
Because I could just feel the negativity through the screen, like it's jumping off the screen. Y'all gonna put me in a position where I have yet to probably never been since the whole thing has arrived, which is on Shador's side.
Come on.
Like, okay.
Don't make me go get my watch.
Two things can be true. Shador Sanders has not been all that good, but I truly believe Shador Sanders has been better than I expected, right? Like, for whatever reason, we can't have an honest conversation when it comes to Shador. Either he's the worst quarterback you've ever seen, or he's really, really good and everybody's working against him. He's just a quarterback that's a rookie that has up and downs. And that's fine. Like, we could just leave it there, right? Like, he threw 2 picks against who they played? Buffalo. He threw 2 picks against Buffalo, right? Like, he wasn't great, but he still made great throws. And when I judge a rookie quarterback on one thing in your rookie year. Now, your second, third year, I need to see real development. I need to see command of the offense. I need to see sustained drives, all of that. Your rookie year, can you make a throw 2 or 3 times a game? If the answer is yes, then I'm good with that, because that's a building block. That's something that you could go off of. That's something that we can grow and develop. I will say this. The fact that he wasn't starting over Dylan Gabriel now, with what I've seen, yeah. Nonsense. Like, I've never been one of these conspiracy people. Like, they trying to hold the black man down and they trying to keep my brother down. Like, no. However, based off of what I've seen, there's no reason why Dylan Gabriel got the start other than he was our 3rd round pick and we had to get our ROI, our return on investment, on him. But he should have been yanked a long time ago. Like, a long time ago.
But you know what? I think they were trying to avoid the shitstorm that was inevitable with Shador, right? Because never, ever in the history of the NFL have we had a 5th round pick be a firestorm, right? Like never in the history of the league that somebody drafted in the 5th round, and we blame the media because it was the media who prompted him up. They propped him up as, it's Shador and Cam Ward. We ain't forget, right? The media propped him up, and then people ate it up. People ate up the juice, not knowing what Colorado, not knowing who he faced at Colorado, not knowing any information. And he came in with his own cult fan base. So I think a part of why the Browns were so reluctant to start him, even though it was clear early on that obviously Dylan Gabriel wouldn't be the answer for them, on top of obviously him being a higher drafted pick, it the moment Shador comes in, now you have not just the local media, but you have, you're talking about huge platforms, Nightcap. I'm talking huge platforms that have tons of traffic where there's tons
Gil's
of people.
Arena, First
Yeah,
Take.
and everybody's talking about every little thing Shador does. And to me, when it comes down to it, he's been okay. That's it. He's been a 5th round rookie. That's what he's been to me. I don't think he's been spectacular. I don't think he's been terrible. He has been what he's been. And the problem is that there are people who want to force you to be like, oh, well, like if Shador does something great, everybody's like, you see, we told you. And then when Shador does something bad, you have one crowd who's just like, you see, I told you he's the worst quarterback of all time. And then you have the other people who make every single excuse in the book for this dude. I'm talking, oh man, why they did that to Shador? The wide receiver ran the wrong route. Like, you don't even know the playbook. What are you talking about? Like what do you like they make up all kind of ridiculous excuses for Shador when things aren't going right. Man, the reality is, hey, you know what? He made a bad read. Hey, you know what? He held on to the ball too long. Hey, you know what? He just didn't make the right play. And that's okay because he's a rookie.
Hey, somebody missed the block. Hey, a wide receiver did run the wrong route.
Like, it happens.
Football, right? So
it's not always his fault, but yeah, you're right. It can't never be in the middle. It's got to be either one side or the other side. Go ahead, P. I know you got something to say.
Just a couple things. So the only time we've seen this otherwise is Brock Purdy right now, because he was drafted very last in the draft. So Mr. Irrelevant is now, putting in work. With the Shador Sanders situation, I was on the team of I want to see the kid do well, but I couldn't stand how he was put on a pedestal by his father. I didn't like that fucking crown. I didn't like that damn throne that he sat on draft day. I think a lot of owners, were scared away from drafting Shador because they thought that his head was in the wrong place, glitz, glam, things like that. He used to talk to Cam Ward when they were talking on the field during when they were doing when they called the college kids to come play, when they put them on the field and the combine, asking him about his rap music and stuff. And Cam Ward was like, I'm all about football and things like that. So I thought of the mental side is probably maybe why they didn't look at him. But it's also, I think if he didn't have the Sanders last name, like I said, he might have got picked in the 2nd round. A lot of people were concerned with Coach Prime becoming coach, kind of a coach with the Cleveland Browns and getting in their midst and things like that. But when you're talking about skill level, he probably should have been number 2 on the depth chart to begin with. And I mean, you see Dylan Gabriel now, he's not doing much. I like Shador, but I'm going to have to see some more draft picks next year on the offensive line and a better running back to start the game as well, too. You're not giving him much to work with when you're talking about laying down plays because there's not much of a threat on the run right now.
He out for the season, too. He hurt himself.
Yeah, Quinshawn.
And Judkins just got hurt, yeah.
Go ahead, Eli. I know you got something to say.
No, I think my whole annoyance with Shador this whole time is what I said before. Like when Herbo kind of mentioned it in the beginning when it was all happening, obviously, there was a lot of this white versus black, media driven bullshit into it. Like he was being held down because of his skin color. The white guy gets to start first, whatever. But Shador was also, his game wasn't ready for the NFL at that time, if you ask me. He was feeding into the virality of everything that was going on. He was and the other problem is that he's with the Cleveland Browns. It's a team that doesn't know what they're doing. Anyways. He's with a team that doesn't know what they're doing anyways. They have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. But what maybe is a surprise to EK's ears right now is what I'll say is since that Raiders game where he did look good, they've obviously lost each game. But what I've seen as a football fan is progression. He's gotten better. He's kind of kept his mouth shut. He's worked. He's made the plays. He's showed some toughness. I believe the last game took a pretty big shot and got hurt and pretty quickly came back into the game. I mean, he's kind of just there he's showing that he's learning. He's not feeding into getting all the clips and all the extra stuff. What happens in the future, I don't know. Because again, he's a Cleveland Brown. I don't think they have a clue what they're doing.
They paid Deshaun Watson after all the crap he got himself involved in. 200 and what was it? 38 or 35? 235 million guaranteed.
Every dollar.
The Browns did that. Ridiculous.
Like,
And they
I
just
used to
announced.
call the
And
Browns
they
the
just
place
announced
where
we won't
quarterbacks.
even activate him.
nope.
Yeah, I used to call the Browns the place where quarterbacks go to die.
yeah,
Purgatory.
so it's
Complete.
the funniest thing. Like, we actually, me and Rod, this is the only reason why I know this, because me and Rod, we did actually the video on this. The Browns, since they came back into the league, I never remember if it's 96 or 98. I always get them confused, but they've had 24, either 24 or 25 different starting quarterbacks. That is a place where you go to die, right? Like,
Yeah.
we are, and we mentioned this could tie back to the Anthony Richardson conversation. We are very critical of quarterbacks that don't work out, when in reality, it's a team that be messing these guys up. Like, the Browns have messed up a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah,
The Browns
right.
had Baker Mayfield. They had the Baker Mayfield who threw 27 touchdowns
Where
as
they
a
fucked
rookie,
up right there.
and they messed him up. Like, they mess people up. They mess everybody up that goes there because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Who drafts a quarterback in the 3rd round and then drafts another one in the 5th of the same draft? Only the
And then pick
Browns.
one up.
And then pick one up with Joe Flacco, and then give one a contract so bad that now the NFL has an opportunity to get sued because of collusion in regards to how they colluded to not give Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, and Kyler Murray a similar contract. The owners were like, that idiot fucked it up for all of us, and we ain't going for it. So that's what the Browns continue to be. And this is where I kind of grew a affection for Shador, because before and leading up to it, we do a lot of draft stuff on our podcast, and leading up to it, it was bad, man. It was really bad. I truly hate Shador Sanders fans. I don't care how much I like Shador now. I hate that fan base. That ain't never changing. But I will say this. I have seen so much out of Shador because I see somebody who is truly a dog, and I see somebody, regardless of how good he is or how bad he plays, that is a football player. And I mean that the intensity, the willing, like Eli said, he got popped, came right back up. And I see somebody who truly believes that he could be a great quarterback for the Browns. He got drafted to the Browns and he embraced it. How many people embrace being a Browns quarterback? I have no choice but to respect that, because there's a lot of people who ain't built to go to a bad team and really feel like they could change the organization. A lot of these quarterbacks, they say that out loud because they it's good to say. They don't mean that shit. We had Ryan Tannehill for years. Ryan Tannehill had nothing but hoe in him, man. Like
that boy was laundry, folded every weekend.
He had hoe.
Every
He had
weekend.
nothing but hoe in him, man. He became a better version of himself when he went to Tennessee. But when he was with the Dolphins and he truly had to carry a franchise and have that pressure on him, folded. Regardless of how good or bad Shador is, I don't see somebody who's folding under pressure. I see somebody that might make a bad play because that's just natural to his play style. But it ain't because he's losing confidence. And I respect that. But the whole thing when it comes to Shador, and I'll leave it at this. This is what happens when a fan base or a group of people who don't actually follow football come into these situations. That's where all these conspiracy theories and all this shit comes from.
Yeah.
Because it's people who don't know how the NFL works. You don't follow the NFL. You don't watch the NFL. You don't see the example of other quarterbacks having bad situations and getting fucked over. That's the NFL, man. This shit is a business. Like, who makes more? You're going to get an opportunity. Who's been here longer? Right. You're going to get an opportunity. That's the fucking NFL. So that's where a lot of this nonsense and this hoopla comes from. And what makes it worse is when you have people who play into that knowing how the NFL works, like a Shannon Sharp. Nigga, you know how this shit works. Why the fuck you doing this? Because it makes you money.
Playing to the crowd.
Playing to the crowd. You're playing to the crowd. First take. You're playing to the crowd. Y'all know how this shit goes, bro. You played in the NFL. You're in the fucking Hall of Fame. And you playing to this
money.
shit.
They're getting money because of the views. I mean, people know that.
They're
bringing their own biases from the rest of their life into something, like you said, they don't know about. So, when they're caught in the news and they're talking about politics, religion, daily lives, and it's all this narrative, they're going to suspect that narrative is the same in the NFL. So they don't know no better, like y'all said. I would like to say one thing about Shador, though. Like, I saw the same thing happening that could be happening for Shador to Caleb Williams. Because I was a Caleb Williams fan once. I was a fan of his football. I was kind of weirded out by his whole, like, what the fuck's going on with him at first, but it's just Caleb. But I saw the same thing last year when they were sucking pretty bad. He took a shot from the Lions out of bounds. It looked like it broke him in half. He came back the next play and threw a laser straight down the field for like 35 yards for a touchdown. I'm like, all right, this dude's got heart. He's got heart.
Yep.
And that's what I saw about Shador Sanders. And the fact that he's only been here a year and he's got locker room support, he's got culture support. I see a leader as well. So if he can, manage the game for a while he actually develops into a pro quarterback, it could end up being a really fantastic situation. But I don't think the Browns are going to be able to let that happen. I think he's going to have to go somewhere else. I just don't see it with the Browns.
Yeah, it's gonna take something that the Browns have never shown, which is the capability to build a good staff, a good culture, a good infrastructure, right? Like this is, and I love that you brought up Caleb because it ties everything together. Caleb was incredibly talented. We do a lot of draft stuff. I was wowed by Caleb's talent, but I always saw the flaws that a lot of people tried to ignore. I seen him at USC. I seen him at Oklahoma. I saw him take bad sacks. I seen him not take the easy throw to try to do something spectacular because he's at his best when he's doing something spectacular, right? But that's not how it works in the NFL. You can't hero ball this shit. You can pull it out 1 or 2 times, but the NFL is about doing the easy shit a lot. 1, 2, 3. You feel me? And then if you got to be Superman 1 or 2 times in a game, cool. And he struggled with that. But I said, and Rod could verify this. When he was down and had all that shit going down, I always said I can't give up on Caleb. Caleb, to me, was the person that they tried to say Trevor Lawrence was. No, Caleb was truly a once-in-a-generation player. Like, if you go watch him at USC, this dude made throws I truly have never seen. He did it 2 or 3 times a game. You can't give up on people like that. That's why I can't give up on AR. As much as that man hurts me, watching him play, I can't give him up because I've seen him do things I've never seen. With Caleb, you know what happened? He got a generational culture setter in Ben Johnson.
He got lucky.
Those guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now I know that type of coach is rare. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson potentially have turned around the Bears. The Bears ain't been shit since 85.
Well, we talked about like Cleveland being the places that quarterbacks could have died. The Bears are second on that list. The Bears were second on that
might
list.
Have their first 4,000-yard passer. How is that even possible?
Well, that's
the best quarterback in their history, McMahon. Is that the best quarterback in their history?
Yes, Jim McMahon.
Yes.
Jesus.
But I want to transition since we talking about Caleb Williams. I want to ask y'all. I want to ask everybody on this panel. If you had to start off with a franchise and there was only 3 of these quarterbacks, who you taking? Who you taking to start off?
I'd take Williams for the long term, but for the short term, I think May would be the right choice.
I think I'm going Williams, man.
You only get 1 pick, though. You only get
one pick. So if I'm dating long term, I'm going with Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
I got to go with May, right? Because there's a consistency to May that I don't think long term is going to be consistent with Caleb, right? Because it's like, dog, you can't keep doing this Houdini shit, man. Like, the only person that's been able to be Houdini year after year after year that I can remember is Mahomes. At some point, it's going to catch up with you. At some point,
Josh Allen. Don't forget about Josh.
Allen. Well, Josh Allen is
fuck Josh Allen.
Nature.
Josh Allen doesn't he does some ridiculous shit, but if you really watch the Bills, a lot of the times he's throwing like some little screens and shit like that. He just has he has probably the greatest skill set of any quarterback that's ever lived, right? Like, it's crazy. But I'm talking about Houdini shit, like flip around, spin around, run from both sides of the field, and just throw a laser.
Caleb had a throw. It wasn't last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago, where it's a touchdown where he's throwing across his body, and he fits the ball in between 2 defenders on a rope while he's being rushed. And
That's
it was one of
Yep.
the craziest touchdown passes I've seen probably this year. Like you can't say no to that, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
he's got that ability. He can truly focus on his target and just put
Yep.
the ball there like a teleporter. And that's
Oh.
what I was talking about. Like last year when he got hit, looked like it broke his fucking rib cage. Got up through it. It was just like, how do you take that hit and within 15 seconds line up, throw the ball, and make that pass unless you're just super focused? And like you said,
Caleb is definitely the most talented out of these. Like Lawrence, man, get that man out. Why, bro? I'm putting
not
an
with
X. I'm
Lawrence,
putting an
I'm sorry.
imaginary X. Get that crap out of here, man. Get
Yeah,
that
Lawrence
crap.
has benefited from a line and Travis Etienne this year. Travis Etienne has made that offense completely different.
Of course.
But you don't know if he's going to be that next year or not is the issue.
But yeah, man, for me, I get it, man. I must, like I said, I'm still going to go with May. I just think there's a consistency because you got to remember, at one point, he was average, like his adjusted completion percentage rate at one point was 76%. Like he was not missing throws at all. Now, the first half was a lot better than the second half, but even in the game against the Ravens this past week, like you saw everything that you needed. And I think for the long term, for me, man, maybe it's just my bias, maybe it's my preference, but I think I'm gonna go with May. But goddamn, boy, Caleb is like that bad bitch, man. That's you like, who? What's that meme when you walking with the girlfriend? You like, woo.
You looking back.
Listen, I see exactly what y'all seen. Because I kind of want to lead towards Trevor Lawrence because I see the development in him when he gets somebody that knows how to use him properly. But I can't even lie. Drake May, he is special. When I seen him avoid the rush the way he did in that game last night, I was like, yeah, he's got it.
And some of the throws too, bro.
But to me, it's always come down to what are you going to do next year? Because we always seem to see quarterbacks do well their first season or then their second season, and then we want to see that development that next season. And with Jaden Daniels, we thought we was gonna see it. Injuries started happening, and then he got in the game.
I was gonna say he had good chances.
Caleb Williams, it got to the point where he still does it, but you can tell that he tightens up more in the fourth quarter more than any other quarter.
Yeah, but like P says, he just locks in. Like, because the thing with Caleb is Caleb will make an incredible throw and he'll miss somebody that's 5 yards away from him by a mile, bro. Like it's the weirdest thing.
That's because he has he's always
a video on that too. A video on that. He missed a wide open.
Wide open in the flat. But again, it's about focus with Caleb. It's literally about focus, right? Like he has to. It has to be on the line. I gotta make this shit happen. If it's just the mundane crap, like the regular stuff, which is the hardest part of being a quarterback, is doing the mundane stuff. Great. That's why Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, because Tom Brady did the boring shit better than anybody ever did the boring shit that's ever done this, right? Because that's how you consistently win.
Yeah.
Hey, check down. Hey, slant. Hey, it's not there. It's not worth it. Game management, right? Like if Caleb could get the game management part, then yeah, it's obviously Caleb. I just don't know if he could ever get there because who you are is who you are as a quarterback. Caleb wants to do crazy shit. He wants to run to his right and throw across his body and throw a fucking 50-yard on the moon rocket, right? That's where he feels the most comfortable. And I just don't know how consistent you could be with that. That's variance. There's a lot of variance to doing crazy shit. You could be Go ahead.
My bad. I was just gonna say, I think for me with a question like this, the other factor that's got to be included is the coach. Yeah, I think the coaching is what elevates these guys' skill set quite a bit. I mean, Drake May wasn't doing what he's doing now with Gerard Mayo. Caleb wasn't doing what he was doing now with Eberflus in there. Yeah. I think like Ben Johnson and Vrabel and again, I don't want to talk about Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I think they're elevating their skill set to cater to the game to work better for them. I mean, like you said, I personally would go with May as well. I think his game is a lot more consistent, but Caleb Williams is able to pull off this magicianship because of the offense and scheme that Ben Johnson has created. And I think that's one of the biggest factors in a question like this, like who you want to lead your franchise.
Well, and that's a great point, because I mean, if you took starting the year, take Jaden Daniels and Drake May and you flip them.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is now in the Patriots. You got an entirely different situation about how that goes. Now Jaden Daniels with the Patriots, with their coaching, with the players they bring in, he could be in the same position or better as Drake May. I'm not talking about, the fact that he got hurt. I'm just saying if you completed the year and you put Drake May on the fucking Redskins, I mean, you're really looking at an overall situation. So, I mean, if you're saying, like the question, Lawrence with the Jags, Williams with the Bears, or May with the Patriots, yeah, May with the Patriots is going to be the best choice out of those, because you've already seen that it's a proven, platform for him.
Yep.
And since we was talking about coaches, I know Eli said it depends on who got the coach. So I want to ask, the Fins Out of Water, who does more with less? Huh? Who does more with less?
Let me get in, Rod, because I just looked at the clock. Baby, I gotta go.
I know.
So I'm finna hit the drive-by. Hey, man, we keep trying to put all these other dudes in his spot, man, but he keeps showing you he know how to whip that thing. He water whipping, man, and he really water whipping this season more than he's ever in his entire life. Kyle Shanahan, man, come on, man. Yeah. Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan has become the new version of. He's the new Andy Reid. He's the new the guy for the 49ers. God, I'm getting old. I can't remember nobody's name, man. God damn, bro. From the 80s, man. Huh?
Bill Walsh. You talking about Bill Walsh?
Yeah, he is the guy that is. All these guys are from him. Shane Steichen from him. Sean McVay from him. Mike McDaniel, to a much lesser degree, is from him. Matt LaFleur. Like, he has his own tree. Like, yeah, it's Kyle, man. Like, to me, he showed like, he had Mac Jones out here dropping 300s, man, 300-yard games, man. Come on,
yeah,
man.
he did.
What we doing, man? Go ahead,
I mean,
Rod.
since Herbo said Kyle, which is someone who I'd pick, I'll throw someone else. Mike Tomlin.
Man, oh, you my guy, man. You was my guy.
Mike Tomlin, dude.
You was my guy, man.
Consider this. This man, and I know the Steelers haven't done much in terms of championships in, years. But he hasn't had a losing season ever, right? Yeah. Which means no matter who he has on his roster, he's crazy. At least his baseline is mediocrity. It's not bad. His baseline is just even, right? So,
I mean, above 500. Let's just say above 500,
man. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Above 500.
That's like in a sport like football where everything can change. That is
to never have a losing season.
That's insane. Like legit, that is kind of crazy.
And always gives them playoffs, man. Always, man. They just don't do nothing when they get there, but one day they're gonna surprise some people.
All right, let me get up out of here, man. Hey, EK, appreciate you, Pat. It was a pleasure to meet you. Eli, it was a pleasure to meet you. Rod, man, you already know. Rod, man, hey, hold it down for Fin Out of Water, man. Y'all see y'all next time, bro. We definitely doing this again, bro. This was amazing, bro.
Yes, man. We was enjoying ourselves, man. Lost track of time a little bit, but that's all right.
Bro, that's the best time, though. When you lose track of time, that means you're having a great time, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Big facts.
Absolutely. All right, Herb, man.
All right,
man. We're gonna switch it. So instead of what coach does more with less, what coach need to be fired ASAP though?
Shane Steichen.
I'm gonna give you an easy answer. Mike McDaniel. Get him out of Miami, baby.
Shout out to you, Robin. Go ahead, Mike McDaniels. Come on now.
Nah, Mike McDaniel gotta go, man. And listen,
tell him to come to Indy then. Come on.
Hey, y'all can take. Hey, I'll take Shane. Fuck it. I'll take Shane. I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances with Shane over Mike. I'm done.
Shane just needs downgraded to an offensive coordinator. That's just his thing. He's not a head coach.
That's how I feel about Mike.
Okay.
That's how I feel about Mike.
Who else need to go? Does John Harbaugh need to go?
I think John Harbaugh gets moved, but I personally think the other coach that's going to fall is Pete Carroll. I know it's going to be a first year thing, but it's probably a one and done for him. They've already got rid of all the coordinators.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
I
just
think
the Raiders need to go, and just the Raiders. The whole organization needs to go. We can replace the Raiders with, a Pee Wee team or something like that.
Tom Brady's about to be their coach next year. He's already a part owner.
Tom Brady. That's what
You
we
think
call
so?
it. We're gonna call it the Tom Brady.
I'm joking, but he is already paid into he's
hell
already
no.
paid into the team.
Oh man.
No, I agree with all y'all. I do. I agree with all y'all. I think I'm gonna say another one too. I think Todd Bowles. I think it's time for a coaching change, man. Get rid of that guy too, man.
He had a nice run, man, in Tampa Bay.
He
He
did.
had a nice run. It's time to go.
Yeah, it is time to go.
Time to go, man.
But yeah, let's talk about some key games though. Let's talk about some key games. We got 3 games on Thursday.
Yep.
They look terrible. Do they appeal to any of y'all? Or what?
I mean, it's football. It'll be nice that it's on while the kids are playing with all the toys that they're only going to play with for a few hours and then not anymore for the rest of the year. But
yep, and then come fuck with you, huh?
yep.
Well, okay. Well, the first game is
So they're
Dallas
treated like
Cowboys.
I'm just looking at the games now. They're treated like Thanksgiving. We have to get the Cowboys and the Lions on Christmas too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yep, the Lions is playing, I guess, huh?
That's crazy.
So,
Yeah,
just kinda
Rod, do you gamble? You gamble, Rod?
every week, man.
Okay. Well, Dallas is favored by 5.5 in Washington, man. Who you like? Who you like on this one?
I got Dallas at 7. Sorry.
That's a tough
Dallas
line
up to
because they're
7?
division games are always weird, man, to bet on when you have a line. I might be inclined to go plus with Washington, to be honest, because Dallas's defense, they have no pass rush, so any quarterback can be successful against their defense. Look, Justin Herbert last week with no tackles had a field day. So I mean, I imagine whoever Washington has back there, I think it's Mariota. I think I take the plus.
No, it ain't Mariota. I think he got hurt. I think it might be Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if they're on their third string, then that Cowboys 5.5 looking kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he said it's 7. It's up to 7 now, though.
I got 7.
I hate when it's a 7 line, man. Give me 6.5,
especially on the road. I gotta go with Washington because it's a division game. They at home and they getting a touchdown plus 3 points too. Yeah, give me Washington. Give me Washington.
Yeah, I'm going Washington.
What about you, P?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that Johnson was playing. I'm with Washington on the points still.
Yeah, okay, Washington. So we all sound like we going with Washington. Did you say you was going with Dallas?
No, I take the points with Washington too. They've been playing halfway all right.
Yep.
Okay, so now the next game we got Detroit 5.5 on the road in Minnesota. Who y'all got?
Another division.
Also, I got it at 7. I got it at 7.5. I don't mean to keep cutting everybody off, but
that's
7.5
for the
But
Lions.
that's because JJ's out. I think JJ's out.
That's right. He is out. Yeah. I kind of like the Lions too.
I mean, whether or not JJ's in or out, he sucks. He's terrible.
He has not looked good.
JJ plays. I like Minnesota, but I
just
still
don't like that points.
But
I just don't like those points on the road. I'll take Detroit on the money line, but I'm not taking those points.
Yeah. I would probably do money line Detroit, man. The thing is, like, when they have 7.5, that's evil, bro. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, that is evil.
Yeah.
You right about that. That is evil. That make you not want to bet.
That's a trap line, bro. It's a trap.
It is.
Yep.
It is. What about you, Eli? What you liking that one or what?
No, I do the money line with Detroit. It's a must win for them if they want to have any chance to get in, but I still don't like y'all said, Minnesota's got a halfway okay defense. I don't trust I just take money line to play it safe.
Yeah. So the next game is Denver at Kansas City, and they got Denver by 11.5. Sorry, Red Pill. Close your ears.
13.5.
Damn. That's crazy. They got them like that. Over
13.5.
I like it.
They're down to they're down to some no-name quarterback. The Minshew's ACL tour. Mahomes is
Yeah.
obviously out.
The whole team's in the
Denver
dump
should
as
blow
far
that
as their
shit out.
mind frame.
To be honest with you.
But
It should get
13 and a half, though, they
I'll
might
take
end up doing it, though. They might end up doing it anyway. Just because Kansas City is terrible. They is terrible. And we don't know if they're going to really come play hard or not. So,
I mean, the Titans put that stank on them this past Sunday. So, you know.
Yeah, that was a shocker, too, though. Like, whoa. But, you know,
I could see under 7. I could see under 7 points scored, or maybe 10 points scored for Kansas City total the entire night.
Easily, bro. Especially against Denver's defense. And Denver's defense after last week is going to be. They're going to be looking to make a statement.
Yeah.
So.
All right, now we got a meat game. We got a nice one. We got Houston going into LA and facing the Chargers. And I had the Chargers by 1.5, but what is it now, Eli?
2.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take Houston on the points all day.
Yeah,
me too, man. Houston put that stank on them boys in the playoffs, man. And when you consider the Chargers tackle situation, their offensive line situation, also consider that Houston's defense, especially their pass rush, pretty much is the best in the league outside of maybe Denver. Woo! I don't know.
You're right about that, Robin. The Kansas City Chiefs is falling apart.
They cooked. Stir fry, man.
Well, I you know what? I was gonna go with Houston, but now that you told me they did whoop them, I kind of like the Chargers on this one. I do. I kind of like the Chargers.
I'm gonna take the Chargers too. They're on a little bit of a heater, and I know, I've had this whole rant about the Colts, but it's kind of like Rodman was saying too. I'm tied to my loyalties, and I still want to hold out hope if there is any. And if there is any, even if it's 2%, the Colts need the Texans to lose. So I'm gonna take the Chargers.
All
right, Chargers. Okay, so the next game is Baltimore traveling to Green Bay, and they facing the Packers. And I had the Packers at 2.5. This was Monday.
That's same.
Yeah, I don't have any faith in either of those teams to actually execute correctly. Is the problem. I don't like betting on that game. Period. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with Jordan Love or Lamar Jackson. I have no idea.
Is Lamar even back? Is he hurt for a while, or he was just hurt for the game last game?
I haven't heard any announcements on him, but I heard Love practice, but he's still in protocol.
Yeah,
but
especially if it's backups, like backup versus backup. The hell are you supposed to bet on?
Snoop Huntley.
I guess if you have to make a choice, you probably lean towards Green Bay. If it is backup because their team overall has been more consistent.
Better defense.
You're right. That's just no man's land. I don't even think I would touch that. I would bet on like a player prop more than I would the game.
That's fair. Yeah.
I got
confidence. I got money line.
Baltimore. I think they do. I think Green Bay is cooked. I think they're done.
Snoop Huntley went to the Pro Bowl. He's Baltimore's backup quarterback. I'd take Baltimore.
I do too.
I think they got Huntley back. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I like it. I like him more than I like Green Bay's backup quarterback. I'll tell you that.
I don't know who Green Bay's backup is.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis.
Who didn't get bad in the game last week, but that was, last week.
Yeah, but I can't believe I don't even know how they lost. But you know what? That could be a good matchup because they did stink up the joint. So they might end up pulling that off. But let's see. The next game, I got Tampa Bay 5.5 in Miami. Is it still 5.5?
Yep.
Listen, man, I won't bet on the game, but if you're gonna bet on the game, I would take that 5.5 from Tampa. I'm sorry, I'll take the 5.5 from Tampa. I will take it. Although I will say this: Quinn Ewers last week, for the people who didn't watch, he was better than Tua has been recently, and the Dolphins.
How so?
I would say that just the fact that he can actually throw zip. He has zip on his throws.
Yeah.
Tua's out here tossing ducks. Listen, man, Tua can barely complete a 10-yard pass right now, bro. Like, Tua is down bad. And what a lot of people don't know is that Tua last season against the Texans, he re-injured his hip. So this whole season, you could see it in the way he throws. You can see it in the way that his mechanics, his footwork, he just isn't throwing the ball with any kind of power because his arm was already weak and he can't generate power from down below. So just to see a young quarterback that has energy, that has zip, that's mobile. Listen, bro, to see Phillip Rivers is 44. This man just came back in the league, and I have no doubt that if him and Tua go into a race right now, Phillip Rivers is gonna win. And he's grandpa. He is Uncle Daddy.
You think
bro.
so? No, man. When you talking about a race, stop it, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, listen to me, man. All right?
Not a foot race. Or you think a foot race?
Dude, listen, maybe it's my bias, maybe it's the
yeah,
pain
it is. It
and the
is. It
sting
is.
of
Take
watching
that hat
Tua
off. It is.
flame out. But I just think that right now Tua is so cooked. But I will say Quinn Ewers as a rookie for his first start before the game got out of hand, which wasn't even his fault, he looked all right. He was playing within the system. The Dolphins don't really. Our win streak showed me that we don't really need great quarterback play because we have an awesome running back, and when the defense is on, it's on. But Tampa Bay has to. They're trying to win that division, bro. They have a lot more to play for than Miami, so I think they can. And it's South Florida. It's the same. It's the same thing. Tampa Bay, Florida. Like the weather won't be a factor like it would be for let's say Buffalo. So I like the Bucs' chances of covering that 5.5.
I'm gonna disagree with you because this is gonna be a back-to-back home game for y'all. So they did get their ass whooped against Cincinnati. So this game that people don't expect them to play better, that I think this is where Quinn Ewers is gonna play better at home and stuff. So I mean, I would take the Dolphins just because back-to-back home games, familiarity, and then most backups they play good when they're at home. So I'll take the Dolphins on that one. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Give me the Bucks by 10.
Yeah,
that's more like it.
I'd take Tampa Bay too, just because they're playing to get in the playoffs. There's a lot more emotion and drive than just playing to see how a rookie plays.
Yeah.
I would definitely take them on the money line. That's for sure because they probably gonna win. The next game I got is New England. They traveling to New York and facing the Jets, and they favored by 12.5. Is it went up or down?
13.5.
13.5.
What's the plus on that?
42.5.
Yeah, I don't see any way that the Patriots couldn't cover this on both ends.
Yeah, I would say so too. I kind of like New England too.
I think that I don't normally like betting on the double-digit lines, especially when it's a division game. But knowing just how out of sorts the Jets are at this moment in time and where the Patriots are, and obviously they still have the Bills loosely on their trail for the division, they're going to be looking to wipe the Jets out, man. So I like that line. I like that line. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate anytime I have to pick the Patriots, but I'd pick the Patriots.
Yeah, it's one of those situations like logic dictates this is going to happen.
He hated it. All right, the next game I got is Pittsburgh. I think they're still at 4.5, but they going to Cleveland. And remember, DJ Metcalf got suspended for 2 games. Now it's 3.
Flat 3.
I'm not touching that game. That irks me. That's the kind of like Ravens Green Bay shit. Like I don't know what the hell's going to happen on that game.
You know what? It's one of those games that you can't really tell. But I'd be inclined for the Browns to get the upset. I would be inclined. I think the Browns could pull this one off when you consider the fact Shadour's gotten his feet wet a little bit. And Pittsburgh, for all intents and purposes, they've been as inconsistent as any team in the league this season. Right? Like you never really know what you're going to get out of Pittsburgh. They're down Metcalf. And even though Aaron Rodgers has been playing better, it's because Metcalf has been more active. So, and then Cleveland's defense to start the season, they were top 5. They've obviously fallen down a bit because they've had to make up for an offense that just hasn't really been effective for them. But that defense still has players. You still got Myles Garrett. You still got some dogs on that defense that can still shut down anybody. So I think the Browns could actually pull this upset off. I'll take the points at least.
And that's fair. I mean, Pittsburgh doesn't exactly have a stellar running game either, so those defensive ends are going to be able to attack the quarterback as much as they want.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I could see upset on that too, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
Okay.
Wise man.
I would. I totally agree with what Rod said. I put my money with Cleveland all day. I think that Pittsburgh has a 1 or 2 game streak where they look all right, and then they just look like they've never played football before. And I think that's this weekend.
Right, but
it's going to be one
flip.
of the games.
It's a coin flip. You don't know what you're going to get this weekend.
I think, and
Right.
I believe this DJ Metcalf, the DJ
He's about
Metcalf
to get sued out of his entire
hurt him.
bank account.
I think it's gonna hurt him, definitely. But we move on. Let's go. Next game is Arizona. They travel to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati favored by 6 at home.
Yeah, give me
7.
Arizona.
7 now.
Give me Arizona. Joe Burrow looks like he don't want to play football anymore. That team is tanking, mentally tanking.
I would have said that
2 weeks ago.
until I seen that performance he did against Miami.
I don't
I was
care.
going to say, last week they put up damn near 50. I'd take Cincinnati.
I know that.
No problem.
I know they did. I don't believe it. I think it's an aberration. It's an illusion.
Oh, hey, Eli, there's somebody said they
Get your ass back to work. Don't tell the public about my shit. I'm just playing. I'm about to get kicked out of the house. Just kidding.
You're already in the garage.
Rod, who you picking, man?
Between Cardinals and who was it?
Bengals. They got the Bengals by 7.
Bengals by 7. Ooh, you know what? I wouldn't pick the Bengals. You know what? That's a tough one because, like my man Pete said, man, the Bengals right now, you don't really know how to feel about them because they have nothing to play for. They obviously had a pride moment against the Dolphins last week. Like after putting 0 against the Ravens the week before, they had to show they had to show ass a little bit, right? But I think I would go with I think I'll take the points on the Cardinals, bro. The Cardinals, weirdly enough, haven't been as bad as
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'll take the Cardinals.
It's tough. It's tough, but I will have to go with Joe Burrow and them at home just because if they giving 7 to the Bengals, I think the Bengals probably gonna play better at home. So I'm gonna take the Bengals on this one.
That's fair.
All right. Did we get everybody on that one? All right, we'll move on. New Orleans, 2.5 in Tennessee. Who y'all taking? It's the rookie.
I take the
rookie ball.
You know what? Tyler
think
Shuck has
you
actually looked
go
pretty
with
decent the past few games, bro. He's
I
actually
want to take Tennessee. I want to take Tennessee on this, especially 2.5 points.
Tennessee. P got Tennessee. Who'd you say, Rod?
I think I'll go New Orleans, man. I've liked how Tyler. I wasn't a big Tyler Shuck guy when he first started, but he's looked a lot better in recent weeks, man. He looks like he could maybe be a little something. You know what I'm saying? And even though the Titans, they showed us some bones last week against the Chiefs, they had a big win, but that team has been in disarray all season, and it's only 2 points. I'll take the Saints.
Yeah, me too. I'm taking the Saints too, just because Tennessee got their win that we didn't expect to get. So now, everybody expecting them to win because New Orleans is favored by. Is it 2.5 still, or is it 3?
2.5.
Okay, yep. So I'll take New Orleans by that 2, and that's basically like giving them 3. So,
right,
I'm taking them. Anybody else? You taking New Orleans?
No, I was gonna say I'd take New Orleans too. You were the one that shouted it out a few weeks ago, but Tyler Shuck can play ball, man. He looks halfway decent for their team. I think they might have found a little bit of something there. I'd take the Saints for sure.
Definitely. I'll take the Saints too. I love them. All right, the next game I got, of course, is going to be Jacksonville, 6.5. I don't know what it is now. It's 10?
No, I said, man, this is the game I don't want to talk about.
Yeah. They traveling. They coming to Indy.
Indy by 30.
What's the points? Is it still 6.5 or it went up to 7?
Yeah, 6.5. Yep.
For the Jags?
Yeah.
Yep, 6.5 for the Jags on the road. I like the Colts.
They're getting too caught up in the Jags right now, bro.
They've
had a nice streak of games, but I think the Colts with good old Phil Rivers, I think the Colts can shock the Jags, bro.
It's probably gonna be Riley Leonard in this game.
If it's gonna be Riley, then I'm taking the points for the Jags. But if it's Phil, I don't know who we're actually playing at quarterback this weekend.
I thought it was
Phil. It's gonna be Riley Leonard.
Like, I don't understand the point in paying Phil to come out of retirement.
Anthony Richardson.
Shit.
You heard it first.
Hey, I'll be shocked if I see
and
that
only,
guy.
Only here.
No, I think Richardson would play over Riley Leonard. I think he gives us a lot better of a chance. He's healthier, a lot more mobile. I think Jacksonville plays us well in Jacksonville, but we've been able to get them here. I'd take the Colts with the points.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know the Jacksonville Jaguars just beat the top team at that point. And so now they're coming on the road again with a team that most likely people think they're probably going to beat. So I think I like the Colts. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. I feel like the Colts is probably going to win this game just because, Jacksonville's probably relaxed. They won that big win against, and then plus, yeah, right. And plus, everybody's trying to fight for that number one spot. So somebody got to get knocked off, man. It definitely ain't going to be the Jaguars being that number one spot. So.
Well, I feel like the Colts are already knocked out. We're not knocked out technically, but we're kind of knocked out. And Jacksonville just has the better team overall in every aspect right now. I really don't see the Colts covering this weekend if things go as logically as presumed. I mean, maybe the Colts will bounce back and have a bounce back week. But again, if we start Riley Leonard, this is a completely different game. He's a good quarterback, but he doesn't have the experience to do any of this.
And then again, remember that this is going to be the Colts back-to-back home game too. So they just got blew out against the 49ers. Now you playing a division team who you really don't play well against, and they backs are against the wall. And
but that may be true. And they played at home twice in a row, but that doesn't mean the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't going to come in here and thump us. I
don't know.
Jacksonville doesn't usually play us well here. The thing is the biggest factor for what the Colts can do isn't the quarterback; it's the defense. It's what defense shows up. If the defense that plays against the Seahawks shows up, then we got a chance. If the defense that plays against the fucking 49ers shows up or doesn't show up like they did, then we don't have a fucking chance.
We got big variables on both sides of the ball.
I think DeForest Buckner.
Offense did enough against the 49ers. Our defense didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
And I think Buckner, he's got another game under his belt. Yep. I think he's going to play well against the Jags in this game too. So we'll move on. Next game is Seattle. I had 7.5 against Carolina in Carolina. Is it still 7.5?
It's a flat 7 now.
Flat 7. Who y'all taking?
I like Carolina covering that at home.
I'm taking Carolina, man. They're really good at home.
You know what? I guess I should ride that train, man, because the Dolphins had a 17-point lead on these motherfuckers, and they came back at home. So
that means everybody's picking the Carolina Panthers. They did play at home last week, and they did get beat by Tampa Bay. So I think they will bounce back and play against Seattle because they backs against the wall too. So they can't lose another game. If they lose this game, it's really
Carolina won.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, right. Well, you know what? I like Seattle then. Give me Seattle then. You know what? I don't know what I was thinking, but you're right. They did win 23-20. So yeah, I'll take Seattle in this spot. Give me Seattle.
I think Carolina's only lost, I could be wrong, but I think they've lost 1, maybe 2 games at home all season. They play really well at home.
Right.
And it's the same thing we said about the Bucs game earlier. They're one of those teams that I was going to mention as a coach that does more with less, man. That's the way that team has bounced back this season to play for their division.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. With a lot of no names, Bryce Young that was benched for fucking Andy Dalton coming back, and the way they played, they're playing with emotion, man. I think they get it with 7.
I mean, they have the formula too. When you consider the fact that the Panthers, what are two things that they do well? They can run the ball really well with Dowdle and Hubbard, and then their defense, which isn't on every game, but when their defense is on, they're about as good as any defense. I mean, this is a team that was able to beat the Rams a few weeks back, right? This is a team
Right.
that beat. I think they beat the Packers back when they had Micah, right? So this is a team that has shown that they're capable of actually beating the big dogs. The problem with Carolina is they play to the level of their competition. But because of that, that gives them a really good chance of covering that 7. So I'm definitely riding with it. Definitely riding.
Two of the most underrated receivers in the league, really.
Yep.
With McMillan and Coker.
That is true. That is true. They do got a hell of a rookie wide receiver. I just feel like
Coker's nice too. Yep.
Yeah, I just feel like Seattle is fighting for that number 1 seed. So I even though this is a tough spot for them, I just really think that Seattle probably gonna come on top because of because they're gonna end up being the number 1 seed when it's all said and done. So we're gonna move on. So the next game is the Toilet Bowl. It's the New York Giants traveling to Las Vegas and facing the Raiders. And I did have the Giants at 1.5. So I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all think.
Yeah, I'll take Giants by the touchdown.
Dude, the Raiders can't do anything. I gotta go Giants.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, if you replace the Raiders with like some Division 1A college team, nobody would notice.
No, I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna disrespect them like that. I ain't gonna disrespect them like that, man. I am not gonna do that. But I truly believe I truly believe is it still 1.5 to Giants?
Yeah, Raiders giving 1.5 with the Giants. Yep. I'd take the Raiders, man. This is the same Raiders team that damn near beat the Texans last week. The Texans.
Yeah, they might be on a momentum. What's going on, Bobby Johnson?
What's up, y'all?
Yo.
Sorry I'm late. I was out doing Christmas shopping.
Oh, shit. I already know how that goes, man. So we talking about the games. We on the games. We got the Giants by 1.5. They traveling to Las Vegas and facing the Raiders. Who you got?
Oh, man.
Real quick, Bobby, just before you answer that, there's a cat in the chat right now. I think he's on the other YouTube channel. I don't know if you can send him a link, but he's asking for the link. His name is Stinky N.
Yeah, I thought I sent them the link on the chat right here.
He's not in our YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, have him pull up on Facebook and copy paste it.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I would have to say the Giants because Vegas, they haven't really showed me anything all year. I would say the Giants to win.
I mean, and look at the players that they have. They have Ashton Genty, could be a once-in-a-generation running back talent. They have Brock Bowers, who basically Tyler Warren copied his game off of, almost, it seems like. He's a tight end we haven't seen before. Like, the only version we've had of that is like Taysom Hill, and he was used as like a gadget player. So some of the offensive, they got rid of Jacoby Myers. Trey Tucker runs great routes. They can't do shit.
That was a sleeper for Jacksonville getting Jacoby Myers. That was a nice.
Well, they couldn't use him because they don't have a quarterback that can get him the fucking ball. You got a deep threat that gets no ball.
Geno's been Geno leads the league in picks. He's
you mean Geno? That's what we call him, Geno.
Geno got benched.
When he throw it, it's like, no, don't throw it.
No.
Let's not forget that he had a good year or two in Seattle. That's why he got picked up by the Raiders. If he was Geno for years, he wouldn't have got another contract with a professional football team. So you got to go back to the culture and the coaching of the Raiders. So I have not seen a damn thing from the Raiders that says they can win any football game. I know they're not over, but yeah. I'll take
Geno got benched. They almost beat the NFL's best defense with Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the Raiders curse. I think they do. They had the same coach and the same quarterback in a different franchise, and Geno was one of the top, not if the top best passing rating, in the league at that time when he was with Seattle. So, man, now he's with the Raiders. He's a toilet bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Toilet bowl.
Oh.
All right, the next game we got is the big boys, the filet mignon. It's the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Buffalo Bills, and I believe Buffalo's still favored by 2.5. Is that true?
1.5. 1.5.
Oh, whoa. That means people riding with Philly. Who y'all like, though?
What was it?
Ooh, that's one of the harder games this week, I think. But I'd probably take Philly. I know Josh is gonna play, but he's a little banged up, they were saying. But I'd still probably take Philly.
Man, I can't stand the Bills, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just think the problem that I have with Philly right now, and they've won 2 straight. I got you. But, man, their offense scares the hell out of me sometimes, man. And there are times where they can't do anything in the passing game.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, the Buffalo Bills, their weakness has been the run defense. Like, you could usually run on the Bills. If there's one thing you could do against their defense, you can run. So the advantage does favor Philly. But I just think, given the situation that the Bills are in, given that Josh Allen probably still wants to aim at winning the division, I think the Bills actually still have an opportunity to somehow claim that. And I think I'll give, and I think the Bills are home, right? I think the Bills are home for this contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're usually pretty damn good at home. So I think they'll cover that 1.5, man. Unfortunately.
That's fair.
Man, I'm on the fence with the game, but I kind of like Philly too, just because this is a game where they trying to show if they really got that cohesiveness, if they can play together, because the playoffs is coming. They already in there. They won the division last week. Now they know they coming to Buffalo, and if they play terrible, that's gonna mess with their psyche. And I just feel like they gonna, because to be honest with you, what I'm seeing from the NFC East is that teams are getting picked off one by one, and it's slow. We slowly starting to see, like, even the Rams. I'm not sold on the Rams anymore. I'm starting to lean towards the Eagles because I see the Eagles. I know, Rod, you were saying earlier about who's more healthier. Saying, I don't know if you said that or Herb said that, but yeah, the Eagles look healthy. They look healthy. The Rams do too, but I just don't know. I think too many people's picking them as the Super Bowl favorite on that side. So I'm starting to lean against them and be like, nah, I'm cool. Eagles. I can see the Eagles.
I think the Eagles will win.
Straight up.
Trust me.
Straight up.
Let the birds get it.
No Vaseline, huh? No chaser, huh? Just Eagles gonna win. I got you, man. I got you.
I think the defense comes alive and goes after Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope Puka's head is in the game too, because his brother just got arrested for stealing some guy on the Lakers SUV.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I know that. I know that's kind of like
that came.
I know it's kind of a tangent, but maybe he doesn't have everything on his mind this week either.
That did come left field. I showed him. I'm like, what happened? What?
No, that was last week. He played last week just fine with that shit on his mind. He'll be all right.
Oh yeah, right. He did. He did. But that was Philly and Buffalo that we talked about. But the next game is just a little juice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Bears is traveling to San Francisco and facing the 49ers, and the 49ers favored by 2.5.
3.
I do feel an upset.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah, give me the Bears.
Give me the points. I'll take the points. Give me the Bears.
The Bears.
I guess I'm the only one taking the Niners for this one, huh?
The Niners.
Welcome to the show.
I'm rocking with the Niners, man. The Niners have quietly been one of the best teams in the league this year, bro. They have quietly been. McCaffrey has been balling.
I was gonna say,
Brock Purdy has been Brock Purdy. And listen, when we were talking about coaches that do more or less earlier, Kyle Shanahan, man, what can you say about this guy? Like, yeah, he can blow a lead in a Super Bowl easy, but prior to all that, he's like one of the best coaches you'll ever see. So in a big game like this against a team where, and they're still fighting for the division, bro. They're still right there with Seattle and the Rams. So the Bears might be pretty comfortable where they're at because the Lions likely aren't catching up to them. And the Packers, given the injury to Parsons, they're not going to be they're not going to be at the top of their game, right? So I think this is going to be a great game, but I'm going to give the edge towards the home team. I'm going to give the edge to the Niners.
So, given your stance on what you think is going to happen with the game, the Bears' mentality going into it and things like that, would you be opposed to 10 points? Because if the Bears, you think they're not going to play that hard and they're comfortable where they're at, that could lead to the Niners actually overwhelming them on that day, I would think, because they're not as hungry. So would you maybe not 10, but 7?
10 points?
I'm gonna drop it to 7. 7 points.
I think you know what?
No, I think they're all they're both of them are still playing for the top team.
Well, yeah, but he's saying that the Bears seem like they're a little bit more comfortable with just making the playoffs this year. They're happy to be in the playoffs. Whereas
Right.
San Francisco, they're,
Well, the way I look at it, San Fran has more of, I don't want to say they have a championship standard because they haven't won, but
Right.
Brock Purdy been to a Super Bowl. Like this coach and quarterback combination they've gotten to the dance, and they kind of have an idea of the importance and the gravity of this moment. Whereas the Bears weren't expected to be this. We knew that Ben Johnson was going to come and he was going to get the best out of Caleb. We didn't realize that he would be a culture shifter like a Dan Campbell. So the Bears can very well be in this game, but I just think given the fact that they had no expectations, given the fact that this is all new territory for this group, I'll give the edge to the Niners. I think they could cover 7. If they had 7, I think they could cover it.
You didn't convince me.
Yeah, I'm with the Bears win just because I'm like a Bears fan kind of. But as far as these points go, I just see if the Bears run in with that mentality, they're going to get run over.
It's just
I think to me the biggest X factor of this game is why I would take the Bears. Their defense has been playing pretty well, and as of right now, Kittle has a very high ankle sprain. I know this is the time of year where everybody's going to play with injuries, but that's one of Brock Purdy's main go-tos, and I do agree with the playing with less aspect of the 49ers. I've never seen a team battle through such pivotal injuries before and be where they are. But I mean, if you're down Kittle, he's not in the game. I got to stick with the Bears.
Fair point.
So the last and final game is the Rams. They traveling to Atlanta and facing the Falcons, and it was 8.5. Is 8 or 8.5?
7.5.
Whoa!
7.5.
Ooh, it went down.
I don't think Atlanta's defense is going to be able to even touch him.
Well, I was always saying about Carolina, Atlanta's another team that plays well at home, especially on defense. They play very well. They get after the quarterback very well. I kind of like the Falcons on this one, man. I think the Rams is coasting. I feel like Devontae Adams is still not going to play because he's still hurt. We don't even know if he's going to play in the playoffs, which he probably will. But I don't know. I think they're going to take a back seat. They might win, but give me the Falcons at home. Who you like, Bobby Johnson?
I like the Rams. I mean, do I think Atlanta will keep it close maybe in the beginning? Probably. But I don't know. Rams, I see in them 10-point, beating them by at least 10 points. I like the Rams.
Right. I think the Rams are going to take this, man. The one thing that they have done a good job of is beating down lesser competition. Like where they've struggled, I think, when I think of the games where they've kind of been surprises against other good teams. But I think they can go into Atlanta and cover that 7.5, bro. I really do.
Well, let me ask y'all this then, because there's a lot of teams that's bunched in at the top. So who do y'all trust? Who's coming out? Who's coming out? Who's coming out as the number one seed in the NFC?
Right, the
Seahawks.
Rams.
Probably the Rams. Probably it's probably gonna be between. It's gonna be an NFC West team: Rams, Seahawks, Niners. One of those three. One of those
Yeah.
three.
Yeah, I'm with the Seahawks.
So if
I mean,
y'all like,
they got a good swing back setting,
y'all
best
think the
receiver in the league.
Cavs gonna give them a run then this Sunday?
You said what?
I said
You cut out.
if we all like the Seahawks to win that number one seed, why do we think Carolina is gonna even do anything with them this Sunday?
I was just guessing.
Who said that?
They're a good team at home. Carolina is a team that they're a wild card team in terms of you never really know what to they can compete with anybody. Like
Yeah,
literally,
I don't
like
know.
you never know what to expect with them. You never know what to expect with them.
Based on the rest of the season, the Seahawks should wash them out. But again, I'm just thinking of those 6 field goals they couldn't even get in the end zone against the Colts. So it's hard to say that they can,
The Seahawks and the Rams are favored by a touchdown on the road, and the 49ers is only favored by 3 points at home. I'm starting to be with you, Rod. I think I like the 49ers too, because them other two teams, they probably gonna take a back seat. But I do like Seattle to win, though. For some reason, I just really believe they're gonna be the number one seed.
Well, I mean, dude, you know what? It wouldn't shock me if they were, and in large part due to the fact that when you look at Seattle, probably right now when you think about every team, they're probably the most team that feels complete in terms of when you match their offense with their defense, right? Like you think of a team like the Texans, and CJ Stroud can be good, but the Texans offense, you can't always trust them. You look at team like a Rams to where Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua are the best quarterback wide receiver combo in football. Kyron Williams and Corum are an excellent running back tandem, and their offense can drop 45 on a dime, but their defense, which can be really good, can be Seattle, however, is the one team yet. Okay, against the Rams, they gave up 37 points. All the good defenses this year have at least 1 or 2 games where they just couldn't handle the opposing quarterback. But I mean, in terms of just consistently being a top 10 team on both sides of the ball, and while they both rank in that category, I think I like Seattle more. Like especially their defense, man. There are games where I've seen their defense just smother teams. So I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, well, this was fun. I hate hanging it up. I hate because man, this conversation was real good, man. I do appreciate, man. Finn out of water, man. Check them out, man.
Yes, sir.
Check them
Let
out,
you know
man.
podcast. Appreciate you having your boy on.
Man. Hey,
we gonna do this
shout
again.
Out to Herb. Shout out to Herb, man. Shout out to you, Rob, man.
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to Red Pill for making this happen, man. Appreciate you, man, for sure.
Yeah, that.
Eli, Pat, Bobby Johnson.
All right, y'all.
Man, appreciate all
Let me
y'all.
Let me get one real quick. Go
ahead.
I just wanted to say I hope everybody has a good holiday. This is obviously our last show before the holidays. Hope everybody has a good time with their families or whoever it is that they get to be with. Finn Out of Water was great having you guys. Great getting to meet you guys. Look forward to doing this again. We obviously got one more before the year ends officially, but this has been a very fun ride, very good time sitting here talking with everybody, enjoying the football talk and all that. Hope everybody has a good holiday. Y'all are my extended family, so happy holidays.
Happy holiday to you, sir. We feel the same way. And remember,
Bobby Johnson, do you want to shout out any shouts out for you, my man?
Everybody have a safe holiday. Make sure if you tie one on, you have a designated driver, or get an Uber. Oh, and also, I do want to send one shout out. All I want for Christmas is for Harbaugh to get his ass out of there.
There you go.
P, where's you should give you a shout out, man.
B or P?
P.
Me. Oh yeah, my bad. Shout out, same thing as Elijah said. You guys are my homies. I love sitting here and talking to you guys every week. Speaking of which, we do have a final show for the year coming up tomorrow night on the Let You Know podcast. Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central is always our time. And tomorrow we're doing a wrap-up show. So kind of covering all the crazy shit that went down this year. Other than that, y'all, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Beautiful.
Right, man.
Yeah, listen, man. First and foremost, I appreciate you boys giving me and my boy Herbo the opportunity to kick it with y'all tonight. This was an excellent experience. I had a great time. And just know we doing this again, y'all boys.
Absolutely.
We doing this again. Merry Christmas to the people. Happy New Year's to the people. And you're going to see a lot more of Fin Out of Water on this platform in 2026. I guarantee it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Red Pill, you in the house still?
And my boy's still working.
He's still working. Red Pill. NOO, you in the house with us?
You already know, boy. I've been here the whole time, man. Y'all did a goddamn good show tonight, man. I've been here stoned like a motherfucker, man. Happy New Year. Hey, I'm jealous because you out there in Florida. We still cold. We like 56, so I'm jealous that you out there in the Florida land. So that's all I got to say, man. Shout out to Santa Claus. That's it.
Beautiful.
Well, I want to give a shout out to the Let You Know podcast, P, Ski, NOO, EK. You know what I'm saying? Let You Know Football, Eli, Pat, Fin Out of Water, Herb, Rob, man, Red Pill, Justice League, Bobby Johnson, man. Always a treat to have you on, man. Always, man. And shout out to all those fans that's been watching, man. Please like and subscribe, man, to our YouTube page, Let You Know Podcast. Please, Let You Know Football. Fin Out of Water. Come on, man. Justice League, Red Pill, Magmall, Eric.
Hey, nigga, what are you? Hey, man, did somebody press the repeat button?
You got a script. You're sticking to it.
I'm giving all my shouts out, man. Merry Christmas to all and all. Good night, man. Holla back, man.
Deuces.
Holler.
Welcome to the Fox.
My flow, my click, my spit.